I guess I'm ready. Does this sound okay? So it's working all right? I think it's safe to say that punk rock changed my life forever. I've had several major turning points in my life, and punk rock was one of them. It's nice to finally have my photographs come out and do something with them. I've been kind of sitting on these for a long time, and like I told a friend of mine recently, it's getting uncomfortable. In one of the interviews I did recently, I likened the punk scene when I was hanging to akin to a 5-year party, because I was usually hanging out a minimum of 5 nights a week with my friends. And the fact that these people were my friends, we joked around, hung out, did stuff that enabled me to have them be comfortable with me. I wasn't coming in to exploit the scene, I was part of it. This is a picture of Chuck Burke that I took of the Wasted Youth flip shot. It was at a DOA adolescence show. And here you have him in full form. A totally different frame. I never used a motor drive. I shot all these photographs with a cheap 35mm camera, a 50mm lens, and Tri-X. The fact that this photograph of Airborne Chuck is so dramatic is the fact that I was on stage, and there was not the clutter of the musicians or the lights or the stage in the background, and he's just totally silhouetted. I had a class at UCLA in photography after I'd already started supporting myself with photography, and the teacher stopped the class when he saw my photographs, and he said, "No one in here could take these photographs. These come from an insider." He said that these people are familiar and comfortable with him, and that was about 1984. This is Darby Crash. I took it to backstage at the Starwood. This was a couple of months before he passed away, or killed himself would be a better term, I guess. This is Anthony from the Phantoms backstage at the Whiskey. I like the graffiti that says, "I'm from the Golden State." I say, "Piss on wankers." I was into, art back then, and there was very little photography I'd paid much attention to when I started shooting photos. This is a photograph that I did during the Damage album cover photo that I did with Henry. I really like this one. It looks kind of expressionistic for a photo. I didn't look at it like that back then. It was just all a bunch of fun, and we were all hanging out doing stuff. It wasn't like they called up, like, "Let's look up a photographer and call him up and get him to come down and do our album." It was like we were hanging out, goofing off, shooting pictures, staying up all night, doing all kinds of stuff, and it was really fun. This is a photo I took outside of a show. There was paramedics helping somebody who'd been hurt, and quite a few cops around. The lighting on the scenario was available helicopter light. This photo I just printed recently. I thought it was really funny how this roadie or bouncer had this guy in a full Nelson headlock, and he's sticking his tongue out at the kid behind him on stage like, "I'm coming back for you" or something. It's pretty funny. Late 78, I made the distinction between new wave and punk rock. People used to say, "You into new wave?" And I'd say, "Fuck no, I like punk rock." And people that compared the two things was just sort of ludicrous. They're not even on the same planet. So basically, I went to shows from late 78 till end of 1983, and in my estimation, the punk scene was over then. American hardcore claims it went till 86. I think I could debate that with them. It's still going on. Got second, third generation punks like you had second, third generation hippies.